worked in supply chain with Artex for a little over a year now. I've come in on a level 3 apprenticeship, and I'm hoping that I can progress my career further within Saint-Gobain. I know there is routes to do that, so that's what I'm wanting to do. And then before I worked at Saint-Gobain, I did another apprenticeship in level 2 business administration with a different company in sales. I'm an apprentice planner, so I'm in charge of ordering finished goods from a set few suppliers, and I work closely with the suppliers, because having a relationship with the suppliers is really important. And as demand can sometimes fluctuate, sometimes it can be a bit difficult to try and get the products in to meet our customer needs. So again, open channels of communication with suppliers and our commercial team is really, really important. I also work closely with our transport team on site, as I will do all the supplier collection. So I'll arrange for us to go and pick up from suppliers. So on average, we do maybe 4 or 5 supplier collections a day. So again, maintaining a healthy relationship with them is very important. And then a typical day for me would be allocating customer orders and dealing with any issues that we might encounter. So we might have orders not going through because there's no stock to allocate, and then it's working out when we'll get the stock and actioning the orders accordingly, such as crossing off or redating and making sure that the customer is notified. And then I'm also part of our WMS warehouse management system implementation project, which is happening this year. So I'm in charge of relabeling the whole of the warehouse, so doing the racking and creating the pick face labels with pictures on for the guys over in the warehouse. So with the apprenticeship side, I have obviously 20% off the job training, and that is not just like a day a week set. So sometimes I'll spend a day with transport and learning their roles and what they do, and then I'll have endless meetings to go to with the team. So I'll go to demand meetings with the guys and they'll do that, and then I'll also have a monthly review with my tutor where we go through anything that I've done in that month and any work that she's set for me. So I'll have coursework to do, and the coursework is really good. Saint-Gobain, Artex are really, really helpful. So I'll go to my line manager and go, this is what I've been set for the month, and we'll sit down together and say, right, well, that'll help. You can spend time with commercial to do that. You can spend time with transport, the warehouse, and they can support you with that to get you off the job training. So yes, the apprenticeship is obviously very generic, but Saint-Gobain are really, really good at making sure that it's useful and can be used day to day for myself. So I was lucky enough obviously to start my career with Saint-Gobain on an apprenticeship course, and being on an apprenticeship has done nothing but help, as it's allowed me to develop my skills on the job, actually doing the job. So it's not just a course, and obviously all the coursework is tailored to Artex and Saint-Gobain. With regards to starting the apprenticeship, I kind of just applied for the job. I saw it advertised and I thought, this is something I fancy. I made sure to look into supply chain before I went for the job, just to make sure it was something that I definitely wanted to do. And when I came for my interview, I asked so many questions. I went for a walk around the warehouse, went for a walk round and saw the supply chain team. Obviously I didn't talk to them, but I just made sure to ask lots of questions to make sure it was something that I definitely wanted to do before committing to a 2-year apprenticeship course with them. So my advice would be to try and get an understanding of what it is you're getting yourself into before pursuing it. I spent time researching the supply chain and understanding Saint-Gobain was a key as well. Understanding Saint-Gobain, understanding what doing a supply chain apprenticeship at Artex could potentially open. Obviously, it could potentially open wider doors within the Saint-Gobain group. And I made sure to ask lots of questions in my interview, and I made sure that I knew what it was, and I knew that it was going to be dealing with transport, dealing with quite tense situations. And I love that my job is different each day, and there's always something new happening that I can get involved in. In 5 years' time, I hope to still be working within the Saint-Gobain group, whether it be at Artex or somewhere else, as there are so many development opportunities within the group to develop skills further. I'm hoping that I can choose one of those routes. By bringing me in as an apprentice, Saint-Gobain have already supported me by bringing me in from scratch and giving me the opportunity to develop my skills from scratch. Not only that, Artex as a business has supported me by allowing me to spend time with different departments to develop and get a knowledge of the wider business, not just solely supply chain. So spending time and doing whatever it is that I may see beneficial, or that they might see beneficial for me. And when I finish my apprenticeship, they've made it very clear that there will be opportunity to grow and do more courses and develop my skills further. I enjoy my job, the people are extremely supportive, and the business supports development. And as someone that's just starting out in their career, that's something that I'm really looking forward to growing my career, and then Saint-Gobain is the business to allow me to do that.